Beautiful people, it has been a long time since I've gone live here on IG. I thought I'd stop in and see how you guys are doing. How are your New Year's plans shaping up? Are you guys excited about the year ahead? I'm going to give you guys some messages for the new year. I'm going to go ahead and go straight into it. I'm going to begin with Capricorn since it's Capricorn season, and then head around and give everybody a beautiful energy of what 2026 has in store for each of you. So if you're here, go ahead. If you want to comment your sign, I will do that after this has in store for you, my dear beautiful Cappies. Let's find out, guys. Welcome, welcome, my Capricorns. Happy New Year, Shannon. All right, Capricorn, what 2026 have in store for you? Resurrection, Angel Gabriel. I'm getting that there's an energy of creating foundations for the things that you want to bring out of a crystallized state is what I'm getting from my Capricorns. It seems as if you've had ideas in the past that you've wanted to come to fruition, but you didn't feel like it was the right time. And energetically, Source says 2026 is the year that you are going to bring something from the dead. It says something that was an idea that you had for yourself, an idea that you wanted to come to fruition, that you are going to materialize by the end of 2026. So Cappy, it looks like you're creating the definitive foundation of something that you want to see or follow through on so that it comes to full circle. For some of you guys, it really feels like a full circle moment on a desire that began 4 years ago. So Capricorn, it looks like it's going to take shape by the end of 2026. Now let's go ahead and look at love. I'm going to do this in regards to the focus of the year, love, and moolah for each sign. All right, Cappy, let's see what love has in store for you for 2026. Love for Capricorn 2026. Damn, could you send me more? All right, Cappy, in regards to love for 2026 is the 10 of Earth. There is a possibility of you up-leveling this year in regards to family. Some of you guys may have children or end up having children this year. Some of you guys may get married. I'm seeing that there's an expansion in the family. It could be furry children. It could simply be that you are literally moving into a new home. There is an up-leveling of groundedness. It's also an up-leveling of maybe meeting someone that financially wants to fund your dreams. Capricorn is what I'm getting. Some of you Capricorns are going to find some love in the workplace is what Source is giving me. The additional message here is that you're not meant to know until you know. The 2 of Swords is here and the 2 of Pentacles. So there seems to be a reoccurring theme in your life of love coming in when you least expect it. And for my Capricorns, if you're in a relationship, it simply means that you're going to up level, and you're not meant to know how you're going to up level other than it's going to be fruitful and grounding as well as expansive. And for those that are single, the energy here is focus on you, Capricorn, because all the blessings will come when you least expect it. For others of you, it looks like 2 weeks, 2 months, or February. All right, let's find out about money for my Capricorns. What do my Cappies need to know regarding money? Ooh, interesting. So Source is saying to me for my Cappies regarding money is let go of the dead leaves. Let go of the things that are not working in your life. If it's no longer working, stop giving it energy. And you know, whenever I get an itch while I'm doing readings, Source and energetically is saying, pay attention to this, pay attention to this. So Source is saying, stop giving energy to the things that no longer seem to be generating anything in return. It's also giving me the Fool child. So new advancements regarding career. It tells me if it excites your heart, you're meant to give energy to it and pursue it in some way. All right, Cappy, that's your reading. I'm going to go ahead and now do Taurus. I'm going to do all the earth signs, and then we'll see if I'll break these down so that they're easy for you guys to watch. Okay, Taurus, what is it? Oh, I need to put these cards back in now, don't I? All right, beautifuls, Happy New Year. I hope that you guys have some fun things that you have. Let me know where you guys are in the world. I want to know where you guys are in the world so that I know what time New Year's is for you. All right, let's find out. Let's find out what my Tauruses have in store for 2026. Taurus, hope and beauty. Wow. All right, Taurus, what I'm seeing, Terlingua. Ah, Terlingua, Texas. Welcome. Sending you so much love, girl. You're missed. All right, so Taurus, beauty and hope is here. I want you to be aware that this year is going to be, Happy New Year's to you. This year is going to be filled with things that you feel add to a feeling of beauty in your life. There is an energy here of having a more hopeful viewpoint on how things unfold in your life, and you're super excited about it. I'm hearing somebody do something. One of my pets doing something bad. Hold on. What are you doing? Ah. That is my Sagittarius pet acting cray-cray. So you might have a Sag that is a little nutty in your life. And if you're a Sag, you know, tone down on your hunger. Source is saying to me for my Sages, just a message out of the blue. Some of my Tauruses may have a Sag in their life. Some of you guys may have Sag in your chart. It's telling me that my Sages are really kind of in a place right now where they want to move into a new chapter, and they're kind of hankering to get to it. All right, back to Taurus. Taurus. So I'm getting for you that you, if you're an artist, you're going to find a new way to create art that feels like the new you, the new part of you that is blooming and unfolding. I feel very much like you guys are beginning a new chapter in how you perceive yourself that is going to be poured into your art. There's an energy here of really feeling like you're embodying yourself in a way that you haven't in a long time, and it feels so good. It feels as if it's filling your soul with hope, inspiration, but also money, because there's something that happens when we feel really good about ourselves that expands everything else in our life and attracts more good into our life. And so Taurus, just get ready. A lot of things are going to magnetize into your life because you are hopeful, feeling completely in your body and embodying the part of you that really celebrates yourself. And loving ourselves is an expression of then creating that magnet energy where we attract opportunities, money, as well as beauty. And Source wants my Tauruses to know that that is what 2026 is for you. All right, let's look at love. Love for Taurus 2026. Ooh, you got the Two of Water, Taurus. Soulmate energy. The Two of Water means that your full cup is going to be cheered with somebody else's full cup. There's somebody that's going to come into your life if you don't already have this person. For some of you guys, you already are in a relationship or have this person, but for others, if you're not in a relationship, your cup is going to be running over by the balance of someone that wants to celebrate love in the way that you do. Source is saying to me, because you are giving to yourself, you are attracting someone that knows how to hold a space of balance in regards to love, and it will feel like a true partnership. Wow, Two of Cups energy is soulmate energy. So some of you guys may find yourself leveling up in regards to your relationships. And if you're single right now, it means that you're going to get into a relationship. If you're in a relationship, you're going to up level, move in together, have children, get a home, get married, you know, whatever chapter you're in, it's reaching the next chapter. All right, let's find out about money for my Tauruses. Chariot. Ooh, source is telling me that be open to having multiple places in which you receive money. Source is telling me that your money doesn't have to come from where you are located. It's saying to me you're meant to make sure that your website, or a way for people that don't live where you are, can see what you do or what you offer. There's an energy here of my Tauruses really needing to have more of a presence on the interwebs so that they can then travel for work. I see that a lot of you guys, Taurus, are going to find yourself traveling for work in some way. Like work is going to, aloha, is going to take you places, is what I'm getting. Yes, you're going to be traveling quite a bit this year, Taurus. And we know that Tauruses aren't comfortable with that necessarily, but the money is going to be so good that it's going to be kind of impossible for you not to travel for work. And it also says to me that there's something about that that is going to kind of release old energy that you've been carrying around for like a 9-year period of time. And you are meant to really kind of release the things that fall away energetically. So you got soulmate energy here, you have beauty and hope, which means that you energetically are going to be pouring into everything in your life with more love, which then attracts what? Love towards you. But it also, it's going to attract money. And we know that my Tauruses have been hoping to release some fears regarding that. And sources lack 2026. Here you go. All right, Virgo, here we go. What are my Virgos energetically meant to, or no, what are my Virgos? What's 2026 have in store for my Virgos? Wow, some of you guys are like discombobulated energetically. Sources telling me for my Virgos that you're meant to go spend time on your own in some way. Like you're meant to kind of walk into energetically really spending some alone time, because you're buzzing with a lot of other people's dreams and aspirations, and it's kind of blocking your ability to kind of know how you feel about any given thing. That's energetically what I'm getting from my Virgos. All right, let's find out what 2026 has in store for you. Resurrection. So some of you guys may be dealing with a Capricorn Virgo, because yes, isn't that awesome, Carolyn? I thought of doing this last minute because I thought, you know what? Since I've been missing in action for so long, I should come in here and give you guys some pure love and some real feeling of connectedness of what is on its way. Now, what I want my Virgos to know is that if you have a Capricorn in your life, when I post this, make sure that you watch the Capricorn reading, because you got the same card as Capricorn. But I'm reading it differently. Capricorn had it in a very specific way. And for my Virgos, I'm getting that for you, it has more to do with listening to what aches in your heart about something that didn't come to fruition when you were a child. Like, I keep getting childhood wounds for my Virgos. Like, I keep getting where in your childhood you were taught to grow up too early or too soon, or given responsibility that didn't allow you to play. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Oh my God. There's a part of my Virgos not really being able to be playful that 2026 wants you to revisit. How can you come back to, now that you are your own parent, now that you are here to finally parent yourself the way that you wished you had been parented and felt safe enough to discover that thing that brought joy to your heart. 2026 for you, Virgo, is to find that little girl or that little boy that had really wanted to be able to have a place to be free and being messy and childlike and playful and celebrated for your naivete. So, my God, Virgo, you're making me cry. So, Virgo, this year, spontaneity is the gift to give yourself. The ability to not plan everything. Waking up at least once a week and saying to yourself, what am I going to do that isn't planned today? And just get in the car and let the universe show you the spontaneity of being drawn into different opportunities and different things that are playful and out of the blue and unexpected. So, all right, let's find out what love has in store for you. Aww, your little childlike, playful part just wants a hug. Oh, okay. So in regards to love, you have the Six of Air, and the Six of Air really means moving to the next port with passion and not fear. There's an energy here of my Virgos releasing and letting go of the things that they had to walk away from to choose themselves. So 2026 is about you letting go of things a lot quicker so that you can get to the love that you've really been seeking. And this is in regards to if you're in a relationship or even if you're completely single. What you're meant to know is that you're meant to ask yourself, am I going to care about this specific thing 5 days from now, 5 weeks from now, or 5 years from now? To kind of decide on how much energy or frustration or resentment needs to be invested into an argument. Because Source is saying to me, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? And that is what 2026 is for Virgo. Like, are you wanting to be right or are you wanting to be happy? And that is what in love the lesson is for 2026. You're going to have very passionate beginnings this year in regards to love. But if it isn't going to be something that you are going to want to live into, ask yourself how you're meant to emotionally invest in it, i.e. some things where some people we initially think have certain titles in our lives, and then we discover that they're meant to have different titles in our lives. I had a dream last night, and I'm being evoked to share the story where I had a dream about an old friend of mine that I've known for like over 35 years. And we've been friends for that long. And at some juncture in our friendship, he said to me that he was in love with me and he wanted it to be romantic, but I felt very much like he was my brother and I loved him, but I didn't love him in that way. And for some reason, for my Virgos, I'm getting a very similar feeling of like, there's certain people that it began a certain way with, but allow it to show you what you want the relationship or what the relationship is meant to be evoked into. Obviously, if I felt the same, it could have become the most amazing love affair, right? That started as friendship. You're meant to really kind of, in love, ask yourself, are we heading in the same direction? Are we envisioning the same path of destination, of hopes and dreams together? That is what 2026 has in store for my Virgos. Like, you're meant to reevaluate. and calibrate who certain people are meant to be in your life. And it's not only romantic. This is telling me it's in regards to anyone in your life. All right, let's look at money. Money for Virgos. Well, you were reading, since your card dropped on the floor, that means that you need to pay attention, and you got the karma card. You got the karma card in regards to money. Source is basically saying to me, what you believe about money, Virgo, is what's going to happen. Whenever the karma card comes up, it says whatever stories we tell ourselves, we give power to, and you are the manifester of the creation of each story in your life. And if you don't like a story, rewrite it. Don't live into shit you don't want to live into anymore. And this is true of anything in our lives. So Virgo, it's time to write a story regarding money that is expansive, and then give it to God, because God can expand it in a way that is unimaginable. Let's be honest, right? Okay, so the next reading I'm going to do is who's here? Oh, I'm reading all of you guys' comments. Works, hello. Cancer. All right, Cancer, here we go. This is what this year has in store for you. Cancer. Prayer. Okay, Cancer. The year of 2026 has all of your prayers answered. The question is are you focusing on the lack or the blessing? Source is telling me for my Cancers is that this year for you really has to do about you focusing on how good can it get? How good can it get? You have Jupiter in Cancer this year. It is so guys, this can be like, even if you're not a Cancer, wherever Jupiter is, i.e. wherever Cancer is in your chart, is being blessed for a large portion of the year, okay? And that means that whatever you nurture, whatever house Cancer lives in, is going to get expansive, beautiful, receive attention and accolades without much effort. So you being a Cancer, how good can it get? How can you really dream and wish for your blessings? And that is what 2026 is for you. It's also it will also show you that what it is that you're focusing on, because it will immediately show up for you, Cancer. This year, you're going to see how quickly things materialize that you're focusing on and thinking about. So be mindful of what you focus on and think about. 11th house could be that you expand your community. For me, it's in my first house. So getting attention, beautifying the way that I look, changing my style, money coming towards me simply because of my presence. 11th house has to do with community. 10th house has to do with career. 7th house has to do with love. Go find out where Cancer is in your chart. Jupiter's there blessing you and giving you a gift. But Cancer, for you, it's simply manifesting very easily. And how it is that you manifest is whatever you focus your energy on. So make sure you take those weeds of fear out of your mind and out of your heart, because your heart is actually a vortex of energy that attracts whatever it is that you focus on. So focus on the good. All right, and I have Cancer rising, so I definitely have to focus on the blessings and the good. All right, let's find out what love is here for 2026 for my Cancers. Cancer, what in love is the blessing that you'll receive in 2026? Cancer, love. Ooh. All right. You know what, Cancers, I love you because you have usually the most interesting readings regarding love. That and Scorpios. Oh, and Pisces for sure. But water signs, obviously, right? And I'm going to be doing water signs after this. So Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Scorpio's next. I'm going through that, and then I'll go into air signs, guys. In regards to love, my beautiful Cancers, I feel as if you are in a place, okay, if you're in a relationship, you're in a place of really reevaluating how to have your partner understand what you would like to feel about how they love you. So for my Cancers, 2026 is about finding a way to convey and communicate clearly to a partner how you would like to experience love with them through gestures of communication. Now, if you're completely single, Cancer, the energy here is of you taking yourself and calling yourself out on the habits you have regarding picking people that are emotionally unavailable. So Source is saying to me, when you constantly go into a room full of people and choose the same type, you're the person that needs to call yourself out. You're the picker. You're the picker. You go home with the same fucking character type. And there's something in your energy that obviously wants that lesson over and over again. And Source is saying to my Cancers who are not in a relationship, who are seeking love, that once you are aware of the signs of that which you say you no longer want to experience, you must graduate from the part within you that has chosen that experience to learn what. And the what is individual to each of my Cancers. You are meant to learn something. It might be your Papa wound. I'm definitely getting Papa wound. Balanced masculine, aloof masculine, like you needing Cancers, whether you're masculine or feminine, has found a mate that you feel you have to perform for so that they choose you. And it's telling me that that is the masculine wound within you that feels like you need to get the masculine in another person, i.e. the person that chooses, right? The masculine in a female or a masculine is simply that which chooses the relationship. For my Cancers, the story is choosing partners that you're constantly performing for so that they choose you in love. And Source is like, that is the completion story. That is the story that must be completed in 2026 so that you finally can have a feeling of being chosen in a relationship. You can literally been married for, 5 years and still not feel chosen by your partner. And that is the story that will complete itself in 2026. And it's telling me the person that can complete this is the person that recognizes that they're the chooser of this story. You are creating that story until you heal that within yourself so that you can stop choosing something that feels like it's giving you the value, right? Like the value you're meant to give yourself, the value of knowing that you are lovable without someone having to pick and choose what within you is lovable, is the lesson. You're lovable whether you're fucking having a bad day, whether or not you're being bitchy, whether or not you have an ugly day. You're lovable. The energy of not needing to be chosen by another means that you have to choose yourself. And that is what Source is telling me in regards to my Cancers message for 2026. In regards to you finalizing a love message, in regards to you finally reaching the place of being chosen, you must completely feel comfortable being messy and lovable all at the same time. All right, let's find out what, in regards to money, my Cancers are meant to know. Wow, Cancer. Get ready. I told you, you have Jupiter in your sign for a better part of 2026 and the opportunities to create a dream regarding finances, regarding a career choice, regarding getting accolades for something that you have been working with for a long period of time is here. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Make courageous moves in regards to career, because in regards to career, I see you, for some of you guys, you're starting something new that you've been wanting to do for a long time, and it's going to be uberly successful. But others of you, you're just going to finally get the accolades that you've wondered if they're ever going to happen in regards to your career. They're going to happen this year, and they're going to be big time. Like, I see some of you guys going like viral on something that is career oriented. Woo! All right, Cancer, that was super intense. Some of you guys aren't really happy with me not touching base on something, but that's okay. That's what personal readings are for. Scorpio, this is your reading for 2026. This is what my Scorpios are meant to know in regards to what is coming, what the focus of 2026 is. Scorpio, okay. Scorpio, you have a way of confusing me sometimes. I need one more for Scorpio. One more intentional card for Scorpio, please. Interesting. Scorpio, why do you have to make it hard? Listen, Scorpio, the energy that you have for 2026 is to recognize what love is and what love isn't. Sometimes pouring more love into something that no longer is serving your peace or your future is very difficult to walk away from, but is essential in order for you to really feel connected to the blessings that are on the other side of being uncomfortable with certain decisions. And it's not love related. I get this, that this has to do with like feeling like there's certain things that you keep pouring attention and love into that are just a lot of work, and you don't get, it's like Source is showing me like you have a hose that has holes in it and you're wondering why the pressure is the water pressure is low. And it's telling me that analogy has to do with there's certain people in your life that keep poking holes in the next chapter of your life, and you're meant to know that those people are meant to receive less of your time and energy. It isn't telling me that you're meant to cut certain people out of your life. It's telling me that you're just meant to cut the amount of time that you give them or energy. It's telling me you also have to like realize that certain people are just not fixable because they have a problem for every solution that you come up with. And it is okay. I mean, that is their nature, and it's okay to let them have that which serves them. Okay. I am getting very distinctly that as soon as my Scorpios focus on what it is that they want to feel instead of what is happening in a circumstance, then you can redirect the energy in which someone is taking from you. I get that 2026 for my Scorpios is learning how to protect your peace above all else, and to recognize that that is actually a gift that you're giving others as well, because if you're at peace, they'll be at peace, because you'll be less, like, Scorpios have an energy that is super impenetrable, like it's so thick. And so when you're not happy, it's really hard to be comfortable around you. And Source is telling me this year, you're going to learn how to shut, I don't know if it's shutting off is the word, but you're going to learn how to contain your energy to the things that matter. And again, like I said, you're going to find a way to protect your peace above all else. By the end of the year, people are going to feel as if they don't recognize your energy because your energy in the past has been so intense, and it is going to be super light compared to the energy that they're used to. All right, let's look at love for Scorpio. Scorpio love. Knowledge. One more card for Scorpio love. Harmony. So, Source is saying to me, similar to what I just said in regards to what you will learn by the end of the year for 2026, which is protecting your peace above all else will give you the momentum to really reach certain goals that feel like Source is saying to me, you're going to get to the end result so much quicker than you expect because you are no longer letting other people into your energy. In regards to love, it tells me that 2026 is going to have my Scorpios acknowledge the people in their life that they love in a bigger way. So it's going to help you feel more connected to the people in your life on a deeper level without as much effort. It's just acknowledgement. Yeah, it's leveling up in regards to how you share your energy this year, Scorpio. All right, let's look at money for Scorpios. 2026. Money, money, money. All right, one more. So it's interesting. Source is saying to me to not invest in risky behavior in 2026, Scorpio. Source is saying to me, so Source is literally like, I'm hearing the song, Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls by, I forgot who sings that. Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls is the song I'm hearing regarding your money, i.e. just stay with the tried and true. Financially this year, you're really meant to cut your expenses and focus on the steadfastness of the things that have worked in the past. I don't see you making any major changes regarding money. And if you do invest in anything, it's like real estate. It's something that is very like tangible is what I'm seeing. And that's what you're meant to focus on this year. All right, Pisces, let's find out what my Pisces have in store for 2026. Pisces, 2026 Pisces. What do you have in store for 2026? My throat is starting to close up. Some of my Pisces are having a difficult time with unsaids regarding certain people in their life, or not feeling like they can communicate with certain people in their life is the energy that I'm getting for Pisces. What does 2026 have in store? Yeah. So there's an energy here. Yeah, and my throat's still closing up. So Source is saying to my Pisces regarding 2026 is that which you believe you deserve, you will have. And there's an energy here of giving it to God, giving it to Source, giving it to a higher power in regards to things that you feel you have no control in. Pisces, I'm feeling very much like you have certain things that you would like to experience in 2026, and Source is asking you to commit to the vision of how you would like to experience those things, right? So it's saying to me, if you would like to experience a relationship or a career change, you must commit to what that would need from you in order to materialize. And sometimes it's just the decision. And Source is saying sometimes the biggest leap for Pisces is to make a decision about what it is that they want. And in 2026, that is the focus. Whatever you commit to, you will materialize, but you must first emotionally, spiritually, and mentally commit to what you say you want in order to magnetize it and bring it in. It's also saying to me that some of you guys are so stuck in an old story that you can't, you can't read a new book if you keep reading the book that you've read over and over and over again, right? Source is like, you can't, read a new book if you keep picking up the old book. And for my Pisces, that is very true for 2026. It says put the old book down and start start materializing and creating the story that you want to live into. All right, let's go ahead and see. And whatever you commit to will materialize. So it's blessed if you commit to it. It will be golden if you choose for it to be golden. The stories around it create the story. All right, let's see it. Let's see what love has in store for Pisces. What does love have in store for Pisces for 2026? 2026 love, Pisces. Transformation, the number 13. Yeah, okay. This is pretty clear. Pisces, I just said that whatever you commit to, you will materialize. And look at, she is wishing on fireflies. Now, when I was a kid, I was told that if you see fireflies, you're meant to make a wish on each one that you see. And every time that you make a wish, it is placed out into the ether for it to materialize. In a similar way, I believe that 2026 will materialize whatever dreams you have regarding love. But you must first commit to what that looks like in order for that to materialize. And here it says, it's not about what you think about anything. It's about how you feel about anything or yourself. So know that you're magnetizing the feeling behind the thought. That's actually what materializes in regards to anything in our lives. So make sure that how you feel about yourself, which is the most important feeling, let's be honest, is that you deserve, so that you can receive what you believe you deserve. Okay, let's look at money for Pisces. Pisces, money for 2026. 10 of Fire and the Fool. The energy here is being fearful of reimagining yourself in regards to something that you've been doing for a long time. And Source says, whenever we define ourselves, we then become stagnant in that energy. And in regards to career for my Pisces, I'm seeing that you're meant to reimagine how you picture yourself and the identity you have to whatever it is that you do for a living, because that is keeping you at the plateau in which you're in. The labels, there's Source wants you to up level, and the only way to up level is to see yourself already there. So Source is saying, okay, how and what needs to shift in your comfort in order for you to have the uncomfortable leap into growing to the next level regarding your career. Because once you do, the doors will be blasting open to prosperity, to opportunity, and to be honest, maybe travel in regards to work. All right, I'm going to end the earth and the water here so that it's easier for people to watch this later. I'm going to come back and do fire and air on the next video. As always, I'm Nety, I guide. Happy New Year's. Let me know how this unfolds for you in the new year. And I'm so grateful for you guys. I'm so grateful for those that are here and have been following me along for God knows how long. I'm so blessed with my life, and I'm so blessed to have this community. And as always, I'm so just happy to spend time with you and to share more of what this year is, you know, like what's going to be unfolding in 2026 is going to be more in-person things, in which I'm going to be sharing energy with you guys. And maybe, you know, I'll be lucky enough to meet you in person finally. So stay tuned. All of that information will be on my page coming up here in the new year. And watch. I'm excited. I'm sending you so much love. Happy New Year. Be safe out there, guys. The energy is Gemini energy, so it's a lot of people being in their heads and not in their bodies. So be mindful of that tonight. And but it's spontaneous too, so have a fucking blast. I love you, and I will see you in 2026. Mwah! Come back.